Franz Liszt is regarded as possibly the greatest piano virtuoso of all time. A child prodigy, he toured as a concert pianist until he began teaching and composing. He was born on October 22, 1811 in Rading, Hungary. His father, a multi-instrumentalist, taught him to play piano. By the time Liszt was 9 years old, he was performing in concert halls. He toured extensively throughout Europe. He had an affair and children with Marie Diagot and later lived with Princess Wittgenstein. By his death, he had written more than 700 compositions. Peter Tchaikovsky is widely considered the most popular Russian composer in history. His work includes The Sleeping Beauty and The Nutcracker. He was born on May 7, 1840, in Russia. His work was first publicly performed in 1865. In 1868, his first symphony was well received. In 1874, he established himself with Piano Concerto No. 1 in B-flat minor. Tchaikovsky resigned from the Moscow Conservatory in 1878 and spent the rest of his career composing yet more prolifically. Considered Poland's greatest composer, Frédéric Chopin focused his efforts on piano composition and was a strong influence on composers who followed him. Born on March 1, 1810, in Poland, Frédéric Chopin grew up in a middle-class family. He published his first composition at age 7 and began performing 1 year later. In 1832, he moved to Paris, socialized with high society, and was known as an excellent piano teacher. His piano compositions were highly influential. He died on October 17, 1849, in Paris, France. Franz Schubert is considered the last of the classical composers and one of the first romantic ones. Schubert's music is notable for its melody and harmony. Born on January 31, 1797 in Austria, Franz Peter Schubert, the son of a schoolmaster, received a thorough musical education and won a scholarship to boarding school. Although he was never rich, the composer's work gained recognition and popularity, noted for bridging classical and romantic composition. He died in 1828 in Vienna, Austria. Robert Schumann, the German composer, aesthete, and a renowned music critic, was perhaps the most influential composer of the Romantic era. He played a great role in popularizing some of the leading composers of his day. The most distinguishing feature of Robert Schumann's work is its links to literature. While several of his compositions depict characters or scenes from poems, novels, and plays, there are others that are like musical crossword puzzles with key signatures or musical themes that refer to people or places. Those were important to him. He suffered from bouts of depression and often experienced shifts of mood that is evident in a lot of his music.